About 11 years ago, my husband and I were talking about either getting dairy goats or bees, and I didn't want bees because I was absolutely terrified of the thought. And I got sick and was not able to do goats, so I said, well, I guess we're getting bees, but you have fun with it. I'm not going to go out there with you. He got the bees, and his mentor was a really sneaky old man, and he had me in a bee suit and out with the bees before I knew what was going on. He was showing me the equipment, and he had me taste some of the honey because I didn't care for honey. He says, okay, now we're going to go out to the bees. And I thought, oh, this is not going to be good. This is terrifying. He opened up a hive, and we saw the bees inside the hive, and they were so gentle, and I was hooked. I'm Donna Bishop, and I'm the owner of Sithean Acres. So the beekeeping went very quickly from just a hobby to a passion to an obsession. You know, whether we're out selling honey or not, the bees are they're part of the family now, you know, they're part of us. So I just can't really imagine not having bees. I love the smell of the hives, the sounds that they make. I love them. Before we got the bees, we went and talked to all of our neighbors and explained to them that we were getting honeybees and asked them to please don't spray herbicides or pesticides. And by the end of the summer, they came to us and thanked us because their gardens were now very fruitful. Shortly after we got the bees, we realized we had 2 fruit-bearing pear trees that we didn't even know we had because they never blossomed, they never got any fruit on them, and we got the bees, and the very next year we had pears all over the place. Until we got bees, I was never able to grow a garden and get fruits or vegetables from it. Our apple trees didn't do well, our cherry trees didn't do well, and once we got the bees, everything just took off. So at home, we get mostly blackberry honey because all of our neighbors have blackberries. We have some blackberries. Here at Delish Farms, they've got so many vegetables and fruit trees and flowering trees. And even the Queen Anne's lace makes some beautiful honey. So when you get all of those different nectars together, the honey here is it's incredible. We place the bees specifically in an area that has the most amount of that flower. Blackberry is super simple, but to get like the fireweed, the bees are trucked up into the mountains and they stay there for about a month while the fireweed is blooming. And typically when the fireweed's blooming up in the mountains, there's nothing else blooming. So it's pretty easy to say, yep, this is fireweed, but also after experiencing different types of honey, you can taste the difference. Fireweed is my favorite honey. I think it always will be. It's just the most amazing. It's that nice, delicate floral and that beautiful aftertaste that I really love. The bees are not doing well. I mean, our bees are okay. We've been taking really good care of them, but on a national level, they had a 72% die-off last year. It's concerning. If we don't have the bees, we're not going to have a lot of these plants and a lot of fruits and vegetables. Yes, I suppose they could hand pollinate, but that takes hours and hours, and I don't think it's a viable option. I just don't think it'll work. The bees are dying because varroa mites, which carry viruses and bacteria that makes them sick. There are pesticides and herbicides that cause a problem. And people that want a beautiful green lawn. So they see any dandelions, they go spray them. Dandelions are one of the first foods for the bees. And a lot of things that we consider weeds, like the Queen Anne's lace, is very important for the pollinators, not just the honeybees, but the native pollinators as well. But each plant has its own nutrients that the bees get from it. And if the bees need something and it's not available, they're gonna not do as well. So if the dandelions are all gone, they obviously are not gonna have the food, but there's also nutrients in that the bees need. So part of colony collapse is the fact that the bees aren't getting the nutrition that they need because the plants are not there anymore. Why not have a lawn that's more sustainable? And I mean, who says that flowering plants and fruits and vegetables aren't pretty too? Sometimes they're a lot less work. Grow clover in your yard instead of grass. I am so about the honey. If people want to buy from a grocery store, that's fine, but be aware that most of the honey in the grocery store, especially if it says it's organic, it's not even from the United States. In the United States, we cannot say our honey is organic because with all of the herbicides and pesticides and other things in the air and in the water, we can't. It's impossible to have organic anything here as far as honey goes. But when you buy from a beekeeper at the farmer's market, you know your beekeeper and you can ask them questions about the honey and where they get the honey and how they treat the honey. Beekeeping is not simple and the honey is not free. A lot of people think the bees do all the work and make the honey and you get it for free, which it's not. Bees are not cheap keepers. You know, you can't just put down a box and say, make me honey. It's not that easy. I wish it was. There's the cost of the jars and the cost of the equipment that we use. And we don't get a whole lot of honey with just the amount of hives that we have. We only have 25 right now anyway. It takes a while to build up your numbers. And then with it being mostly just my husband and I working with the bees, 25 is a lot for us. Most people are very gracious about the cost of the honey. We do our best to keep the cost down. We haven't raised the price in quite a while. The Vancouver Farmers Market, with all of the support we get from the staff and then all of the customers and everything, has helped us build from just a really small farm to quite a bit bigger. I mean, we never thought we were going to be building a shop to put all the bee stuff in and to put equipment in, and I'll have an actual pouring room. And in that room, we're going to do a certified kitchen so I can start making other honey products. So people have been asking me for infused honey. I'll be able to do infused honey now. So it'll be nice. And we never even thought that we'd ever be doing anything like that. The farmers market is a nice place to get into. You've got people coming just to spend the day or part of their day there, just for something to do. And while they're out and about, they'll stop by. I love to talk to people and educate them about the bees and the honey, all the benefits of both. And I'd say farmers markets are very important, not just for the vendors, but for the people. They have a place to go in and get healthy local foods. We really should eat local as much as possible because our soils have nutrients in it that we need. Farmers markets are amazing. And the Vancouver Farmers Market has worked really hard to help the vendors to grow.